empowered by the community members that I was surrounded with. One of the income generating activities that we implemented was the rice bags that we were actually able to sell. That those are all really passionate. So I think each one of us would say that ours is the best rice.
I think when they're asking best, they're asking for
doing that stuff because it's easy to just scan and make eye contact with people asking.
I didn't know we had a ruckman involved with everything. Ma'am, could I ask you, how's the team shaping up for the presentation?
Looks pretty good to me.
This is kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it, son? Just do what you can do, kids. That's all you need to do, right? There they go, the Graceland team. Jared, we're just moments away from going into the battlefield, if I can use that terminology. What are you thinking? What do you feel?
We're just going to have a good presentation, a good time. They're going to do a great job.
You feel like they've got a good amount of projects to present? I mean, that's the bottom line, isn't it?
They do great work, and we're really proud of it, and this is just our chance to share their story.
Water right there.
She's like, contact me in October. And, stay in contact.
So, yeah, it was like...
You may now begin your presentation.
Change is created through a sense of purpose and empowerment.
With a proactive mindset and the determination to make a difference, our team has created sustainable change.
You've heard a lot about numbers today. You've heard about objectives, results, retention rates, national averages, and money saved.
All of these terms reflect the characteristic or description of a number.
These numbers are important to our program and our projects. They allow us to measure our progress and inspire us to create greater impacts.
But these numbers represent even more. Today, we are proud to share with you our numbers and honored to give voice to the stories those numbers represent.
It's about Maddie and our GU4U mentorship program.
It's about Cameron's experience in Kids Bank.
It's about James, the owner of the Pizza Shack. And it's about our international friend Grace from Zambia, Africa.
Hi, I'm Courtney Brummett, Junior Business Administration major.
I'm Carl Bradford, a Senior Biology major.
Hello, I'm Drew Radloff, Business Administration and Physical Education major.
I'm Sydney Dorrance, Freshman Biology major.
My name is Melissa Shear. I'm a sophomore Business Administration and English major.
And I'm Tara Sheehy, Junior Biology and Chemistry major.
We are Graceland University Enactus, and our project work creates greater results than what numbers alone can measure.
From our own town in Lamoni, Iowa, to 3 rural communities in Zambia, Africa, our team has worked with inspiring individuals worldwide, and we are proud to share their success with you today.
42. The number of mentorship pairs our GU4U program has made this year.
Des Moines, Iowa, the closest major city to Lamoni, is 80 miles away. It is a challenge for Graceland students to find professional connections and networking opportunities to prepare for their post-undergraduate careers. Students often feel fear and anxiety preparing for their future.
This year, we've collaborated with members of the university's alumni board to help students gain insight on potential careers, reduce anxiety about important life choices, and seek academic and professional advice by creating a mentorship program that we call GU4U.
Graceland is known for strong relationships that create an informal network that stretches across the world. GU4U transitions this social framework to one of professionalism that encourages student success and career direction.
To jumpstart our program, we hosted a session on GU4U at our annual Fall Burn event that gives students an opportunity to network with alumni and hear their success stories. This led 18% of our on-campus student body to apply to our program.
Our GU4U website makes our resources easily accessible and funnels information into our database, organized according to field of interest, needs of the students, and even hobbies.
Our efforts don't stop there. We provide valuable materials to help facilitate the relationships.
Our team has developed what we call our GU4U playbook. This guides the mentors and mentees through the first few conversations and includes a goal sheet to help track mentorship success. To help calm nerves and familiarize both parties, we created an instructional video that can be accessed and is also sent to every parent.
We make conference calls bi-weekly with a team of alumni and Graceland faculty. This group helps with program direction, authorization and editing of our websites, as well as deciding the unbiased, accurate pairings.
Preparations have been made to add alumni department coordinators for all our majors, to scale our program to all 1,004 current full-time students, as well as every future Graceland student to come.
Graceland's current retention rate is 60%. According to the National Bureau of Economic Research, a student partnered with a mentor is 13% more likely to graduate.
13% of the 42 students in our program means 6 students will continue to pursue their education, and GU4U will add $84,000 in income that would otherwise be lost.
In Graceland's alumni magazine, the story of junior Maddie Yeagers was shared. Maddie was partnered with the communications specialist Brooke Sutherland, alumna of 2003.
Maddie stated, "I didn't expect how much field experience I gained in a few short months. As a mentor, Brooke has helped me to confidently follow my gut with projects and learn new skills in technology."
Students like Maddie who create a relationship with their mentor are empowered and motivated toward their future endeavors.
The story of this project is just beginning. Jobs, internships, and testimonials will be driven by the relationships students build with their mentors.
42, the number of mentorship pairs our GU4U program has made this year.
6. The number of lessons to learn the basics of financial literacy, online banking, and identity security for elementary students.
Graceland University is located in the small town of Lamoni, Iowa, with a population of just 1,420 people and a per capita income of $18,845 per year.
Lamoni is situated in Decatur County, the most impoverished county in Iowa. Decatur also has the 4th highest population of children experiencing poverty.
Knowing how economic status can affect a student's long-term success, our team jumped into action. Back in 2007, we launched our Kids Bank Legacy Project.
Through Kids Bank, we partnered with Lamoni 5th grade teachers, teaching a series of financial literacy lessons tailored to meet their interests to create a more memorable experience for a more financially stable future.
We continued our project with this year's class of 31 5th graders. But as we prepared for another successful year, we noticed that many of the lessons were useful, but not as applicable due to advancements in technology.
To ensure that these lessons had real-world applications, we updated our content to include online safety, the advantages of online banking, how finances are important in entrepreneurialism, and the benefits of being charitable.
Additionally, we taught the kids the difference between a checking and savings account, how to complete a check, and the difference between a want and a need.
We started our curriculum with a pretest over basic financial skills and terms. The average pretest score was 64%. Due to the hard work put in by the students and continuing support from school faculty, the average post-test score was 86%, a relative increase of 34%.
After the course was over, students were encouraged to write an essay explaining what they learned. With a $200 scholarship from Graceland and a $200 scholarship from the Ash Family Foundation as incentive, every 5th grader completed the assignment, totaling to $12,400 in scholarships to Graceland University.
Cameron writes, "You've made me want to open a checking and savings account so I have money in the future."
We facilitated connections for Cameron and the rest of his class by hosting a pizza party at the school, providing a positive environment for the banks and parents to come together.
Every student who opened a savings account was awarded $10 from their bank of choice, as well as $10 from the DECO Foundation. 48% of students opened savings accounts, resulting in $300 being saved for their futures.
We were excited to see that Cameron was true to his word and opened his own savings account.
Kids Bank is proving to be a sustainable project, as students who were once in Kids Bank are now students at Graceland, giving us a glimpse at the long-term results of this program.
6. The number of lessons to learn the basics of financial literacy, online banking, and identity security for elementary students.
82. The percent of students who have an increased awareness of their small local restaurants, increasing profit for the businesses, and building community between Graceland and Lamoni.
Midnight Munchie's story began in 2013 when our team collaborated with La Cocina Royale, the Linden Street Coffee House, Pizza Shack, and Pierce's Dairy Cup to assign dates and provide programming. where one restaurant would keep their doors open from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. every other Friday night.
For the past 2 years, we've worked with Miguel, Tabor, James, and Chris, the owners of these restaurants. We share 3 primary goals with our business partner. The first being to satisfy our college students' ever-growing appetite, since we are hungry 24 hours a day.
With the nearest McDonald's to Graceland being 28.2 miles away, our team recognized that students were using unnecessary gas, time, and money to get food late at night. A car wastes on average $6.48 each time students travel to McDonald's. And that's the price of a complete meal at Midnight Munchies.
The second objective, to increase awareness of local vendors. With the average Graceland student being 413 miles from home, unfamiliar restaurants often go overlooked.
This academic year, we've averaged over 13% of our campus attending each event.
James Bradford, the owner of the Pizza Shack, says, Enactus has allowed me to advertise and increase student awareness of the Pizza Shack. With their continued help and input, the Pizza Shack is now a known restaurant by many students on campus.
In a survey our team conducted of 100 random students, 73% said that they have attended at least one event, and 82% said that Midnight Munchies has increased their awareness of these 4 local restaurants.
The third objective, to create concentrated revenue streams for the businesses. This year, the businesses have made an average revenue of $487.89 per Midnight Munchies.
For James, an hour of Midnight Munchies makes 30% more revenue than a regular business hour.
This year, we have prepared our program to transition into the hands of our business owners. Graceland Enactus is proud to say that Midnight Munchies is moving into its final stage of sustainability.
Our team will provide support regarding on-campus advertising to help continue the success of the program. However, as of April 2016, we can now say that Midnight Munchies is a self-sustaining project that our Enactus team built from the ground up.
82. The percent of students who have an increased awareness of their local vendors.
928. The number of orphans and vulnerable children being empowered through education in 3 Zambian community schools.
Over the past 6 years, Graceland Enactus students have traveled with Health Ed Connect to 3 rural communities: Chipalakusu, Kasambe, and Zamtan.
Health Ed Connect empowers women and children through health, education, and advocacy programs.
After conducting height and weight checks, Health Ed Connect learned that most school children were not growing from year to year, and many were even shrinking in size.
Seeing this need, Health Ed Connect started a school lunch program where each child would receive a portion of porridge or shima once per day. It didn't take long to notice the disappearance of weight loss and a small increase in growth.
A great accomplishment. However, the kids were still undernourished. In 2014, one of our biology majors saw an opportunity to take this a step further.
In one of the 3 schools, we introduced the idea of raised garden beds using old tires. The tires reduce nutrient-eating weeds and help the soil retain effective moisture levels to create more efficient plant growth. Though they were skeptical at first, our idea proved to be a success.
When we returned last June, we found a flourishing tire garden where greens were picked once a week to supplement the school lunch program and feed all 364 students.
Grace, one of Health Ed Connect's trained health workers, showed us her home garden that now has tires in it as well. Grace told us that many of the villagers have heard about these high-output tire gardens and are following suit.
We brainstormed with Grace ways to improve the tire gardens and have recently received news that they can now pick from the gardens 2 to 3 times per week to feed all students.
We held meetings with the 2 other schools to put together a plan for a tire garden. Soon, all 928 students will be enjoying fresh greens to grow strong and perform better in school.
In a separate effort, by increasing access to high-quality nutrition, we can help the health workers improve the dietary profiles of community members with some of the most common and devastating illnesses, like HIV/AIDS, malaria, and respiratory infections like pneumonia and tuberculosis.
Our contribution to the global effort of addressing these needs is through the tiny seed of the moringa tree. Each part of the tree is edible and packed with extraordinary amounts of nutrients.
The moringa tree is a subtropical plant that is famous for combating countless physical ailments. If cultivated successfully, it has the power to help physically weakened patients get back to work or back into the classroom.
We educated the school children on how to grow the trees, different uses of the plant, and its vast healing capabilities. 495 students planted their own moringa seed in decomposable egg cartons to take care of as a class, and eventually took home to plant for their family.
Tire gardens and moringa trees are improving the health of those within the villages. Income-generating activities are improving the financial condition of the community members.
Our most recent endeavor was the development of a new income-generating activity for community members to use their skills to raise their own funds at these schools.
The Bufano are a group of women who have learned to sew through the recent donation of sewing machines. Our goal was to empower these women to further enhance their trade skills, as well as increase their knowledge about marketability.
We introduced the idea of therapy rice bags as an IGA project this past June. The sewing group responded positively to the idea and have constructed 50 rice bags out of authentic Zambian materials.
To simplify transportation, our team connected with the Lamoni Quilting Club to fill the bags with rice and prepare them to sell.
Our Enactus team advertised the finished products and held a sale on April 9th. All 50 bags were sold within 4 hours and made an overall profit of $545.
With such a huge success, we plan to buy more rice bags and expand this market. The Bufano are looking at ways to market and sell these stylish bags in their own community.
All profits from the rice bags will support school expenses, such as the lunch program, adult literacy class, orphan support group, tutoring, and a girls' achievement program.
On the road to success, we piloted the tire garden and the new income-generating activity in Chapulacusu and are currently expanding to Kasampe and Zamtan, while implementing the moringa trees at all 3 schools at once. As each school develops at their own pace, we are seeing the effects of these practices spread throughout each surrounding community.
928, the number of children being impacted daily.
We wish we had time to tell you in detail about all of the projects our team has been working on this year.
We've held many successful events to help our classmates with pre-professional development and raise money to fund our projects.
Sustainability is a passion of many of our students. This year, they worked on campus for better recycling practices, as well as with Sodexo, Graceland's food provider, for better environmentally friendly packaging.
A compelling story of one of our own team members, an international student who had only $100 to live on for her first month of college, inspired our team to create a program to assist students transition to college in a new country.
42 mentorship pairings.
6 financial literacy lessons.
82% increased awareness of local businesses.
928 Zambian children.
Oftentimes, results are reflected in numerical values that cannot adequately express the true value of our Enactus work. That is why we remember to always look behind the numbers.
The value of a GU4U relationship to propel students to success.
The network of trust developed by Kids Bank between students, banks, teachers, and parents.
The respect between our team and the Midnight Munchies restaurant owners to try something new.
The empowerment of our Zambian friends to discover a brighter future.
25 years of service. That is maybe our most important number. Our Enactus team has had great results within the Lamoni community and beyond. But behind those results are the relationships, trust, respect, and empowerment that we share with each other and those we work with.
Graceland University Entrepreneurs in Action.
Preliminary reaction. Drew, I thought you guys hit it out of the park. What did you think?
Thank you. I was probably one of our better ones we've done, if not the best one. So we're really happy with our performance.
Does the rest of the team agree?
We're too busy celebrating.
What did you think, honey?
I thought it was very exciting, and I think we did really, really well.
It felt like it went well when you're in.
Oh, thank you.
What about audiovisual, Jay? You guys were all over it.
Visual is great. I just pressed a button for the sound.
We had a little issue. We turned the speakers around so everybody could hear. I like that. I noticed that.
Improvising.
Very good, very good.
Oh my God.
How did that feel, honey?
It felt scary but awesome.
Do you feel like you did well?
I do.
Very good, very good.
Oh, they're fantastic. Very proud.
I've heard the comment twice now that was probably their best presentation to date.
I think so. They've had some really good practice runs, but that was fantastic. fantastic.
Late night rehearsing. Was there a lot of that this year?
After all the time, all second semester, all during the day, at night, on weekends.
So
absolutely.
the hard work paid off.
Fantastic. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Steve, you've seen lots of these over the years.
Late night to us is after 8 o'clock, so there was a lot of late night
Janelle,
rehearsal.
what did you think? I thought they did well.
Very proud, very proud.
Called to the stage. Once on stage, the final results of that league will be announced. The third place winner will receive a trophy and $750. The second place winner will receive a trophy and $1,000. And one team from each league will be announced as the finalist and advance to the semi-final round competition tomorrow. Teams, in order to expedite tonight's awards, we ask you to please use next is League 5. The following team should come quickly to the stage. Northwest Arkansas Community College, Graceland University, and alumni University.
How did they know? How did our kids know? It's just a note. But before they even announced it, they went, they stood up.
They put the name on the board because when you started talking.
Stepping forward in third place is the team from Northwest Arkansas Community College. In second place is the team from alumni University. Your semi-finalist is the team from Graceland University. We continue with League 6. The following team should come quickly to the stage.
You never know.
Yeah! Yeah, Dave!
What do you get?
Jay's happy. Jay's happy.
To all of our teams, and good luck in tomorrow's semi-final round of competition.
Most of the afternoon?
More like an hour and a half.
All right. But it's important for you all to know that they have been so model-like in terms of their love and their support of Graceland. I think most of you, if not all of you, know that Graceland is governed by a board of trustees that helps make strategic plans in which she has served. I just learned also that in the midst of their busy worlds with their work and with all the things going on, supporters, they go out of their way to host events like this. And I don't want to embarrass Cheryl or Scott, but what they do to support you all here tonight, what they do to support Graceland with their time, with their talent, with their resources, I can't overstate it enough. And I just want us to give a rousing round of applause for Scott and Cheryl. All of you in Enactus types, you all know each other. All right, we'll work over.
I'm Lynn Moorside.
Scrape the top. Don't dig. Scrape the top.
That's the key, huh?
It is better when it's not frozen.
I always get the vanilla because I like the taste of
Vanilla, all share in that applause, and I wish there was a way we could. And so that's when he talked about that. I said we always need to remember that it's the whole program. It's not one person. It's the people who put the program together and stay up for midnight munchies and do the dance-a-thon and go down to Maryville to pick up the weird inflatable at the weird guy's yard in the pickup truck.
It is Tuesday morning and it's day 2 of competition. 2016 Enactus. We have stumbled upon the Graceland University Enactus team, fresh off a wonderful opening round performance. They practiced a lot into the late hours and wee hours of the morning. Then they got 6.5 good hours of sleep, and now they're back here ready to rock and roll. Before Coach gets here and shuts down my videotaping, how are you feeling this morning?
Excited. We're gonna win. I can feel it.
Confident, I sense,
Yes,
too.
very confident. We've worked at it.
Have there been any changes implemented in the presentation?
Nope, it's good to go.
This would not be the good time, the right time to make any tweaks, I would. Oh, probably you did do some tweaking though, didn't you?
Nope, none.
Feel good?
Feel great.
And what about some of the trash talking that's been going on between the different teams? I understand that you guys do not like BYU Hawaii that much.
We just know that they've done well in the past, so we're excited to compete against them today. Our style's very different, so we're hoping
not
that
about the
can be
competition.
an advantage.
It's about sharing our story. It's not about the
Sorry, I
competition.
answered that wrong, then.
No, it's okay.
You've already won.
Excited to share our story again and hear their story and see where we line up. But from here on out, it's all up to the judges, so we're just gonna do us.
Graceland University and their faculty advisor, Mr. Jared Doty.
With a proactive mindset and the determination to make a difference, our team has created sustainable change.
You've heard a lot about numbers today. You've heard about objectives, results, retention rates, national averages, and money saved.
All of these terms reflect a characteristic or description of a number.
These numbers are important to our program and our projects. They allow us to measure our progress and inspire us to create greater impacts.
But these numbers represent even more. Today we are proud to share with you our numbers and honored to give voice to the stories those numbers represent.
It's about Maddie in our GU4U mentorship program.
It's about Cameron's experience in Kids Bay.
It's about James, the owner of the Pizza Shack.
And it's about our international friend Grace from Zambia, Africa.
Hi, I'm Courtney Brummett, Junior Business Administration major.
I'm Carl Bradford, a senior biology major.
Hello, I'm Drew Rabbi, Business Administration and Physical Education major.
I'm Sydney Dorrance, freshman biology major.
My name's Melissa Shear. I'm a sophomore Business Administration and English major.
And I'm Tara Sheehy, junior biology and chemistry major.
We are Graceland University Enactus, and our project work creates greater results than what numbers alone can measure.
From our own town in Lamoni, Iowa, to 3 rural communities in Zambia, Africa, our team has worked with inspiring individuals worldwide, and we are proud to share the success with you today.
42, the number of mentorship pairs our GU4U program has made this year.
Des Moines, Iowa, the closest major city to Graceland, is 80 miles away. It is a challenge for Graceland students to find professional connections and networking opportunities to prepare for their post-undergraduate careers. Students often feel fear and anxiety preparing for their future.
This year, we've collaborated with members of the university's alumni board to help students gain insight on potential careers, seek academic and professional advice, and to reduce the anxiety about these important life choices by creating a mentorship program that we call GU4U.
Graceland is known for strong relationships that create an informal network that stretches across the world. GU4U transitions the social framework to one of professionalism that encourages student success and career direction.
To jumpstart our program, we hosted a session on GU4U at our annual Fall Burn event that gives students an opportunity to network with alumni and hear their success stories. This led 18% of the on-campus student body to apply to our program.
Our GU40 website makes our resources easily accessible and funnels information into our database, organized according to field of interest, needs of the students, and even hobbies.
Our efforts don't stop there. We provide valuable materials to help facilitate the relationships.
Our team has developed what we call our GU4U playbook. This guides the mentors and mentees through the first few conversations and includes a goal sheet to help track mentorship success.
To help calm nerves and familiarize both parties, we created an instructional video.
That school year, we noticed that many of the lessons were useful, but not as applicable due to advancements in technology.
To ensure that these lessons had real-world applications, we updated our
terms. The average pretest score was 64%. Due to the hard work put in by the students and continuing support from school faculty, the average post-test score was 86%, a relative increase of 34%.
After the course was over, students were encouraged to write an essay explaining what they learned. With a $200 scholarship from Graceland and a $200 scholarship from the Ash Family Foundation as incentive, every 5th grader completed the assignment, totaling to $12,400 in scholarships to Graceland University.
Cameron writes, "You've made me want to open a checking and savings account so I have money in the future."
We facilitated connections for Cameron and the rest of his class by hosting a pizza party at the school, providing a positive environment for the banks and parents to come together.
Every student who opened a savings account was awarded $10 from their bank of choice, as well as $10 from the DECO Foundation. 48% of students opened savings accounts, resulting in $300 being saved in their future.
We were excited to see that Cameron was true to his word and opened his own savings account.
Kids Bank is proving to be a sustainable project, as students who were once in Kids Bank are now students at Graceland, giving us a glimpse at the long-term results of this program.
6. The number of lessons to learn the basics of financial literacy, online banking, and identity security for elementary students.
82. The percent of students who have an increased awareness of small local restaurants, increasing profit for the businesses, and building community between Graceland and Lamoni.
Midnight Munchie's story began in 2013 when our team collaborated with La Cocina Royale, the Linden Street Coffee House, the Pizza Shack, and Pierce's Dairy Cup to assign dates and provide programming for each event, where one restaurant would keep their doors open from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. every other Friday night.
For the past 2 years, we've worked with Miguel, Tabor, James, and Chris, the owners of these restaurants. We shared 3 primary goals with our business partners. The first being to satisfy our college students' ever-growing appetite, since we are hungry 24 hours a day.
With the nearest McDonald's to Graceland being 28.2 miles away, our team recognized that students were using unnecessary gas, time, and money to get food late at night. A car wastes on average $6.48 each time students travel to McDonald's. That's the price of a complete meal at Midnight Munchies.
The second objective, to increase awareness of local venues. With the average Graceland student being 413 miles from home, unfamiliar restaurants often go overlooked.
This academic year, we've averaged over 13% of our campus attending each event.
James Bradford, the owner of the Pizza Shack, says Enactus has allowed me to advertise and increase student awareness of the Pizza Shack. With their continued help and input, the Pizza Shack is now a known restaurant by many students on campus.
In a survey our team conducted of 100 random students, 73% said that they have attended at least one event, and 82% said that Midnight Munchies has increased their awareness of these 4 local restaurants.
The third objective, to create concentrated revenue streams for the businesses. This year, the businesses have made an average revenue of $487.89 per Midnight Munchies.
For James, an hour at Midnight Munchies makes 30% more revenue than a regular business hour.
This year, we have prepared our program to transition into the hands of our business owners. Graceland Enactus is proud to say that Midnight Munchies is moving into its final stage of sustainability.
The restaurant owners have met and worked with each other to set dates, empower each other, and continue this legacy.
Our team will provide support to continue the success of the program. However, as of April 2016, we can now say that Midnight Munchies is a self-sustaining project with our Enactus team built built from the ground up.
82. The percent of students who have an increased awareness for their local vendors.
928. The number of orphans and vulnerable children being empowered through education in 3 Zambian community schools.
Over the past 6 years, Graceland Enactus students have traveled with Help That Connect to 3 rural communities, Chipulakusu, Kasambe, and Zamtan.
Help That Connect empowers women and children through health, education, and advocacy programs.
After conducting height and weight checks, Help That Connect learned that most school children were not growing from year to year, and many were even shrinking in size.
Seeing this need, Health That Connect started a school lunch program, where each child would receive a portion of porridge or shima once per day. It didn't take long to notice the disappearance of weight loss and a small increase in growth.
A great accomplishment. However, the kids were still undernourished. In 2014, one of our biology majors saw an opportunity to take this a step further.
In one of the 3 schools, we introduced the idea of raised garden beds using old tires. The tires reduce nutrient-eating weeds and help the soil retain effective moisture levels to create more efficient plant growth. Though they were skeptical at first, our idea proved to be a success.
When we returned last June, we found a flourishing tire garden where greens were picked once a week to supplement the school lunch program and feed all 364 students.
Grace, who is one of Health That Connect's trained health workers, showed us her home garden that now has tires in it as well. Grace told us that many of the other villagers have heard about these high-output tire gardens and are following suit.
We brainstormed with Grace ways to improve the tire gardens, and have recently received news that they can now pick from the gardens 2 to 3 times per week to feed all students.
We held meetings with 2 other schools to put together a plan for a tire garden. Soon, all 928 students will be enjoying fresh greens to grow strong and perform better in school.
In a separate effort, by increasing access to high-quality nutrition, we can help the health workers improve the dietary profiles of community members with some of the most common and devastating illnesses, including HIV/AIDS, malaria, and respiratory infections like pneumonia and tuberculosis.
Our contribution to the global effort of addressing these needs is through the tiny seed of the moringa tree. Each part of the tree is edible and packed with extraordinary amounts of nutrients.
The moringa tree is a subtropical plant that is famous for combating countless physical ailments. If cultivated successfully, it has the power to help physically weakened patients get back to work or back into the classroom.
We educated the school children on how to grow the trees, different uses of the plant, and its vast healing capabilities. 495 students planted their own moringa seed in decomposable egg cartons to take care of as a class, and eventually take home to plant for their family.
Tire gardens and moringa trees are improving the health of those within the villages. Income-generating activities are improving the financial condition of the community members.
Our most recent endeavor was the development of a new income-generating activity for community members to use their own skills to raise their own funds at these schools.
The Bufano are a group of women who have learned to sew through the recent donation of sewing machines. Our goal is to empower these women to further enhance their trade skills, as well as increase their knowledge about marketability.
We introduced the idea of therapy rice bags as an IGA project this past June. The sewing group responded positively to the idea and have since constructed 50 rice bags out of authentic Zambian materials.
To simplify transportation, our team connected with the Lamone Hansen Club to fill the bags with rice and prepare them to sell.
Our Enactus team advertised the finished product and held a sale on April 9th. All 50 bags were sold within 4 hours and made an overall profit of $545.
With such a huge success, we plan to buy more rice bags and expand this market. The Bufano are looking at ways to market and sell these stylish bags in their own community.
All profits from the rice bag will support school expenses such as a school lunch program, adult literacy class, orphan support group, tutoring, and a girls' achievement program.
On the road to success, we piloted a tire garden and a new income-generating activity in Chipulakusu and are expanding to Kasambe and Zamtan, while implementing moringa trees at all 3 schools at once. As each school develops at their own pace, we are seeing the effects of these practices spread throughout each surrounding community.
928, the number of children being impacted daily.
We wish we had time to tell you in detail about all of the projects our team has been working on this year.
We've held many successful events to help our classmates with pre-professional development and raise money to fund our projects.
Sustainability is a passion of many of our students. This year, they worked on campus for better recycling practices, as well as with Sodexo, Graceland's food provider, for better environmentally friendly packaging.
A compelling story of one of our own team members who had only $100 to live on for her first month of college inspired our team to create a program to assist students transition to college in a new country.
42 mentorship pairings.
6 financial literacy lessons.
82% increased awareness of local businesses.
928 Zambian children.
Oftentimes, results are reflected in numerical values that cannot adequately express the true value of our Enactus work. That is why we remember to always look behind the numbers.
The value of a GU4U relationship to propel students to success.
The network of trust developed by Kids Bank between schools, parents, banks, and students.
The respect between our team and the Midnight Lunches restaurant owners to try something new.
The empowerment of our Zambian friends to discover a brighter future.
25 years of service. That is maybe our most important number. Our Enactus team has had great results within the Lamoni community and beyond. But behind those results are the relationships, trust, respect, and empowerment that we share with each other and those we work with.
Graceland University Entrepreneurs in Action.
Yeah, so we actually wanted to start kind of early, and a long time ago when this project was first started back in 2007, they arrived at the idea of 5th graders because they're at that level where they are learning enough and can really kind of understand the basic concepts, but it's before they've started forming maybe bad habits or gotten into kind of their own set pace. So that's how we decided the age. As far as what we did this year,
we've gained from this year and from any year is that you have to have a strong foundation and relationships with people before you can just start magically making numbers appear. We have been working with all the businesses that we've talked about for a long time, and so these numbers aren't just coming out of nowhere. We have a really strong relationship with them, and we've really learned that you have to go in and you have to meet people where they're at. You can't just throw information on top. College students in the middle of in Lamoni, Iowa, which is basically the middle of nowhere, you want something to do after 10 p.m. and after approximately 5 p.m., not a lot of options. So we just saw the need and we started the program that first year. Last year, I worked closely on the team and we communicated with the businesses, really helped them feel out how to handle it themselves, but we still were organizing each date. We were telling them, hey, you're gonna have Midnight Lunches on this day. This year, we've really let it go into full sustainability in the sense that the business owners meet themselves, they're having their own meetings, and the project is really taken off. And we'll still be a resource for them if they do need some support, but they are getting over it themselves at this point.
Your time has expired. Judges, please join me in thanking the team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Good job, sweetheart. Good job. Reaction. What did you think? How did it feel?
Glad that it's done. We did really well. It's one of our best run-throughs, I think. We answered all the questions really well. Feel good about it.
I thought you had some good, solid questions from the judges, don't you?
I do. I thought especially Carl handled them really, really well.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, you've done your best. Sweetheart, what do you think? How do you feel about that presentation?
Really?
Awesome.
Did it look better?
We did it. Yeah.
You feel good?
We did. We got to share the story of all these amazing people that we get to work with, and this is why I'm at Graceland and in Enactus.
No, we came to win,
Okay.
not to share a
Let's
story.
do this.
Depending on what happens next, things will happen very, very, very quickly. So I am optimistic for us to go to the next round. So it's fun. You guys did good. We don't need to change anything. You guys are awesome. We got great feedback from the Peanut Gallery as we went out there, and so I'm excited by what we've done and what we will do. No tears or anything like that, but I'm proud. I'm very proud of what you guys have done. The hard work's paid off. You guys look sharp. You guys are so impressive to watch. And as you guys move around, how you conduct yourself is neat. So,
it is the photo op time now for the Graceland team.
1, 2, 3.
They are really enjoying the fact that they've been flawless again. Natalie Shear did stream live on Facebook.
11:25 right now.
Greater progress for people around the world. This year's honoree knows the business from the ground up, literally. He began working in the family.
Stepping forward in 5th place is the team from Southwest Baptist University. In 4th place, we congratulate the team from Graceland University. Congratulations to the 3rd place team from Central Texas College. The 2nd place team is from Brigham Young University College.
That's